Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Obduction. Let's continue. Or let's continue this way. So, this device is playing a much bigger role than what I kind of figured it would in the first place. And with the cursor turned off, we're gonna have some issues still. We need to move this backwards enough that we can see if we can get the transmitter that is way over here. Let's see. Target. Transmitter. And then hit the button to turn it on. And then we'll just try our best to sweep around the area. And let's see if I can exit while it's still on and walk around and see if I'm close to hitting I need to hit. No, I need to hit this. At least I want to hit this. Break all of these. I don't know. I'm still not rather well informed as to how things are supposed to be happening. Let's see. So, this direction. Pocket it. Bit right there. Okay. So we've heard this story that they are at war. And yeah, we did it. Hit it. This is now broken. Congratulations. Our destructive path is. So we're at war with somebody, or it seems like we're at war with somebody, and we don't know why. It could be because of any number of things, perhaps, that we destroyed their the aliens' plans, or this tree's plans. We've been limiting the tree's growth, definitely. And so that might be a factor in it. And this might work better with a mouse. Yeah, that works so much better. It does with the controller. We've still probably missed a few things. I went backwards this direction. I wouldn't turn around. Need to actually imagine turn around completely. But let's not do that right. Let's instead take this where it needs to go, which is here. And I guess since this is a full loop, I can go in a full circle this way too. So we need this device to allow us to pull this and hit this button. And so we swap ourselves into the other world, and we're getting a little bit of a load hidden behind this transition area. Doesn't show us a load icon or anything. And I'm just hoping this works. Yes, it does. There's just enough room for us to switch this on, go through this window, direct this way, fire. We just need to move a little bit further. So we're right on target. And now the sky is getting de-shielded. A lot of bass, a lot of reverberation. And that puts us in very good position to come back now and actually be able to do more in this area. On button. There we go. And unless there's some other location, I don't think we're going to be using this cart anymore. Like, there's one more thing I want to do with it, but after that, I think we're done with it. Which is fine because it's kind of a complicated pain in the butt. Light. Yeah. So the last thing I want to do with it, I guess you can't, this doesn't actually make a complete circle, is move rather far from this section so we can destroy the item at Farley's house. But goes to one, goes to this one. Switch here. Again, mouse. Easier. There's one more transmitter that's not destroyed that I see, and it's right there, but I can't target it with the direction I'm facing. And I really do feel like this is probably some level of puzzle that is something you wouldn't even think of doing until there was a reason to do it, or until or if you'd played Myst before and realized that there was a reason that this should work. Now slowly we come up here. It's a really lacking in power vehicle. Like, unless the stone device on the front is really heavy, it would seem more realistic to just have it connected, like, to something more portable. I should be able to go down the track here, go into this top part of the scrapyard, go in circles, and then come back out. And that will have me pointing in a different direction And I don't know if we're gonna ever need that again. But we do need it in here. All this path does is put you in a loop. And the switch here, as far as I can tell, doesn't do anything. Not anything useful. I might need to point myself from that point and something, but I don't know. So we may have to come back and deal with that later. Maybe we'll find a way of changing this device and using it as an object that rebuilds those recorders. We really haven't gotten any backstory or knowledge about the recorders, though. So they're almost intentionally being hidden from you as far as whether there was any extra hidden meaning or purpose to it. And I think I've hit it, so and exit here and leave this vehicle. Okay. That's another one done. For what reason, we don't really know. I could potentially go to the tree now. Guess that might be a better move. And if one of the shields is down, we'll enter a whole different area. Gotta get to this point. Now I will say the witness also had problems with it being a very large area. This game is doing a small amount of helpful things to improve upon that by allowing us to warp around on the edges, but it's still not super useful. We're seeing a little bit more lagging, and we'll try each one of these to see if one of these might be accessible now. They may very well just not be. You may not be able to access these at all until the end. Nope. So we won't be coming back to this section for a long time now. And that seems kind of obvious too because of the load, the extra load. You have a little bit of a lag and then you have a load. And then you have a fog. So then the question, I guess, down to go up to the top here. What's the easiest way to get to the swap point? Now have Unwrath lit up. So it is watered, it is doesn't seem like there's anything. Right. If I run through this. This way. Would this on the right path? I don't think so. Oh, yes. Actually, and going to this probably doesn't unlock. Oh. Yes, no, yes, no. That's. Suppose we could test it. I imagine nothing has changed on this world. We've only gotten a very small taste. Can change your view, but can't walk. So unless for just no reason whatsoever, this door now unlocked. We're not getting it. In fact, more than likely what this is a prime example of the exit of being finished with this world. If I can get to the scrapyard, I guess I can get to the swap area from there. So if I run back this way, run into the edge, I could totally see people just being completely frustrated and confused with this game, not realizing or understanding how any of it's working or what is being done. Like the transportation, that, yeah, it is. The fact that it is switching, effectively switching the X and Y positions. So if you're more to the, well, at least the X position. If you're more to the left when you enter a wall, you're more to the right when you come out, and you rotated. Go. With a bit of luck, this will be the last we see of Hunrath for a while, and we can actually make some progress now. In what was this one called? Marketh? Let's just keep calling it the Metal Age. Sadly, though, once you start getting start moving forward with this, you are really seeing a lot of loading screens. This. Nope, 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 nope. Didn't mean to do that. Right trigger, right on the left stick. Right trigger, left, right on the left stick. There we go. New area available. And so we are 180 degrees, or we should be, from where we just were. On the other side. And ideally, we will be able to make a shortcut, or at the very least accomplish something. If we can't accomplish anything here, then I'm gonna feel really dumb. Where was the wall I just walked out of to? The wall I started in was here. So we're right on the wall. And this sure seems like it's designed for a humanoid. And this one is also not moving. But in this instance, I don't see any barnacles or anything on it that would stop it from moving. So let's go. Now it's moving. Moving rather fast. Ah. And now the anchor counterpoint that was in the way moves to the other side. Nice. And we are here and we've opened a shortcut. But I guess we didn't have to actually do anything with these barnacles. Well, I know we're gonna do something with it eventually, but I'll take it for now. I suppose the argument could be made I might need to rebuild these things too. Have to undo everything I've done. Being some extra work, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe in Obduction they're gonna try to stay away from the bigger story elements that were in Myst, and just have the world be, you end up in a world, there's a bunch of puzzles, solve the puzzles, enjoy it at your own pace. If you enjoy these types of games, good. If you don't, good. I'm not gonna try and convince new fans or people who wouldn't enjoy this type of game to even play it, because I imagine for Myst in particular, there's a lot of people you could say you should really see the story for this, but they would not be willing to put in the time to play the puzzles. I guess the argument could be made that games like this should have like a story mode, no gameplay, no struggle at all. Just whenever you walk up to any puzzle, you put in the doors already unlocked, or I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that rather easily. It's just story mode. All the doors are unlocked, all the buttons are pressed. You just get to walk forward. This looks like a throne room. Of multiple throne rooms. And we've got the music playing again. Big, impactful music. Here's another sphere that clearly wants to be swapped. And this is, I think, from the green land. If there's something secret that's going to be hidden in an area this big, it would be really difficult to find. Picture. I guess the photo mode would be even more appreciated if somebody could play in a story only mode. But then there has to be a story. Like if there's no story at all. We've seen these types of doors before. Music stops. These are scales, not fabric. Can I get to the tree? Right there we see the tree and its connection, its roots. And the tree is red, and I guess we want the trees to be green. That might correlate with the red and green light bulbs at the top of the tower. And there's nothing here. What have I missed? I don't even think I can get in that section. Like this whole square seems like it might be blocked off. Nothing here, so maybe we swap something there later. So onward we go. And this chain mechanism doesn't go through the teleporter and connect. I thought it might. Guess it. They didn't want to do it that way. Interesting. We haven't seen any creatures. So these giant fish, the fish creatures we've been seeing sculptures of, were giant. What a twist. So these barnacles and these creatures that are flying are just the equivalent of tiny barnacle creatures that you would have in Earth's ocean. Just everything's bigger. Inside this is an anchor, which makes me feel like if I moved it, I would destroy this whole section. I don't know if there's a real reason to do that. So the anchors are fishing hooks. Seems like. Or at least that one acted as a fishing hook. This reveal would be more important if anything was important in this game. But so far the stakes are incredibly low. Like, really, really low. Guess we can teleport. Realize that. And this is a wall, but this isn't. This puts us back towards the tree. Bed. Throne room. I feel like all these barnacles need to be hatched. Point. But then I also feel like this game is not going to bother to ever let us have an inventory or any kind of item. So it's either somebody else is going to do it or it's not going to happen. Now we're kind of in a weird position. Let's just see where this goes. It goes to another swapper, which I'm fine with because yeah, I think the game is going to be more about that, more going forward. We're going to do a lot more swapping and a lot more manipulation of puzzles and a lot less wandering around. Because Hunrath is built with human junk everywhere, it was a lot more complicated. If the green land that this is going to take us to is more just grass and plants that can easily be ignored, and it seems like the mechanical age is limited to only a small handful of items to interact with too. It also feels like, because this was a Kickstarter game, it seems like maybe Hunrath was the first and only area to begin with, and then everything else got added on as people met their Kickstarter goals. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend, or follow me on basically any social media sites. There's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.